Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Grounded 2 video, where today we're picking up part 2 of our series showing you guys how to go through and complete the network lab. Now, where we're going to be ending this video is at the boss room, so there will not be spoilers on the final boss in this video for you guys. But with that set aside, let's talk about what you're going to need going in here. Food, water, heals, and a decent set of armor and weapons, because you have to leave your buggy behind. Yep, you're solo on this one, and there's quite a few different enemies you're going to have to face while going through this base. So let's start off by going up this ladder that's right here. You're going to climb into the base underneath Burgle. Once you're in here, you're going to be met with a tube, a door that's broken, and nothing else. So hop on into this tube and make your way to the next level. You're now on level 1. You're no longer in the basement, you're actually on level 1 of Burgle. Okay, we're gonna make our way through here, and you can either choose to go left or right. We're gonna go right first, and in here you have a room that has a tape for you, as well as if you follow it back this way, you can keep on running and make your way through the base. Running back around, following it, you're going to run into another Orc Weevil, and you can jump right out here and into another pneumatic transmit port. So we're going to hop through that, making your way now to floor 2. Once you're on floor 2, combat's going to get more difficult. You're going to enter this room, and you can kick off by going in here and grabbing a note and also some water if you so need it. Making your way back around this way, this is where combat's going to start getting picked up, and you're going to run into a couple different pieces of memorabilia, one for each of the teens. You have Willow's hospital badge, you have Pete's ominent badge, you have Allie's report card, and finally, a funny snip on Max. But let's make our way back around this way, guys, and you're going to start running into more and more orcs at this point. You're going to enter this area right here full of cubicles, and you have yourself a little network center chip there that you can pick up and listen to. You're going to make your way past all these orcs fighting along the way, and keep making your way to the back of the room. Follow the path around to another pneumatic entrance. Hop through this one, and it's going to bring you to level 3. Once you've made it to level 3, combat once again is going to take a turn to become even more difficult. Up here, you're going to run into your first named mob inside of the network center. This is General Berserker. You'll go through and fight General Berserker and kill him. Carefully, is a 2-stage roach. Once you've killed General Berserker, you're going to run up here and grab the chip off of this body. There is a key pass in here. Grab that and then run over to this right door and put the key card in. Now you're going to fight another orc cockroach. Take a left and come over here and flip the first switch. Once you flip that switch, you're going to run over here on this side, and you'll see that this way is blocked. You can grab a note on the ground right there, or you can make your way into this hole. Make your way back here, crouch down underneath, and keep making your way back, fighting off the orc cockroach nymphs, and jump up into this section where you will be able to pull your second lever. Okay, after you've done that, we're going to make our way back to that main room once again, because now we need to go to the other side and do some repairs. So jump out of the wires, make your way out, and you go on the other side and use your key card once again. Once you're in this room, drop down this hole and start crouching. There's 3 different wires in here you need to fix. The first one is right here on your right. Just interact with it and you will put tape on there. You do not need to bring anything. The next one is going to be over here on your left. You're going to repair that one. And then the last one is actually going to be right around this corner. And it's going to be there right on your left and or right, depending on which direction you come from. Once you have fixed all 3 of those wires, which is, I think, is a little paying homage to the last Grounded game where you had to make it so 3 different lights were interacting with the spacer. But once you fix all 3 of those, you'll be able to pull this lever. Once you pull this lever, you're going to come out here and you'll be able to activate this scanner right here. You'll open that door by interacting with that. And then you'll run right up here and finally make it into this room. Once you're in here, you have finished level 3, and you're going to hop into the pneumatic tube system once again, making your way to level 4. Level 4 doesn't pull its blows when you have to go straight through here, and you have to start making your way through another gauntlet of fighting. In here, you're going to run into a whole bunch of enemies. You're going to run into orc larvae, orc soldier ants. You're going to run into orc spiderlings, and you're going to run into all sorts of things that want to harm you, including orc juniors or orc orbweaver juniors. But keep making your way around. There's a chest right here for you to grab some of those wonderful garden shell fragments, as well as a couple blueberry bandages. There's also some more healing on your right, but you can make your way into this room, take a little peek around, and grab some more healing items. Once you've grabbed those, you make your way into this door, and you'll be met with a ladder. This ladder, you're going to climb to the top of it. And there's a couple of different items up here that you can grab. You can run into this room here. You can grab this chest that has more items in it for you. You can make your way around the back over here, and there's a couple more items you can grab. But then, once you're done, instead of going back down here, you're going to drop down this square hole. Jumping down here, you're going to be met with a whole bunch of spiderlings. My advice for you here is to keep healing and make your way past this part. Stick to the right, making your way past all of the spiderlings, because it's very difficult to fight in here, especially in such close quarters. Sorry, tongue twisters. But you'll make your way past spiderlings and an orc weaver junior. Just keep making your way back. Like I said, sticking to the right. Follow this path, and then you're going to end up at a hole in the floor once again. Now, once you drop down here, you're probably going to have to fight some of the spiderlings and maybe even the orc orbweaver junior that's going to drop down here. I would advise you use this scanner that's right here, because it'll open up the door back to the area you were in before that brings you to the pneumatic tube that you just came through. Okay? Once you finish that, you want to hop into this pneumatic tube, and it will bring you up to floor 5. Now, once you're on floor 5, guys, this is where the boss room is, all right? This boss is no joke. It's a 3-stage boss that has 2 different stages with the first enemy and then a 3rd stage with the second enemy. Be warned, it's not an easy fight. This is a great spot for you to go through and return back if you have not gathered enough food or healing items, because this battle is going to be difficult. A couple key points in this room before we go, though. There's a chest over here that has some bandages, a couple of granola bars spread around, a note, and a tape. And finally, there is a water cooler over here that you can grab as well. But once you activate that hand scanner, you're going to be into the final boss. But that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. I hope you liked this guide. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below. And as always, we'll see all of you guys in the next one.